Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitch options for our 2018 Hyundai Tucson. Our best options here are going to be the Class 3 receivers from CURT and Draw-Tite. And while in many ways they're similar, there are a few differences. The major differences between these two are going to be where the safety chains are mounted. On our CURT here, they're going to be horizontally mounted and they're going to have larger openings. The larger openings make it easy to still put a chain in even though it is tucked up closer to your bumper. In my opinion, it also looks a little bit nicer than the vertical style on our Draw-Tite. Now the vertical style does place it lower, so it is easy to get them on there because it's away from your bumper, but that's also going to reduce your ground clearance. From the ground to the bottom of this Draw-Tite, it's about 9 inches, whereas the clearance from the ground to the bottom of the CURT is about 10.5 inches. The other major difference is that our Draw-Tite is going to be able to use a J-pin. This is nice because it's another option for an anti-rattle device, which can be especially useful if you use a lot of bike racks and other things that rattle. Or if you just want to leave your ball mount in all the time, having a J-pin will prevent that annoying rattle noise. Now when it comes down to installation, they are going to install about the same. They're going to use your existing weld nuts in your frame. They're going to bolt right up. The CURT does have one more bolt located on the driver's side, but it's really not much of a difference. Another difference between the two is that CURT does recommend using a stabilization strap when hauling any non-trailer loads. That's essentially anything that doesn't have wheels, while our Draw-Tite here doesn't have that restriction. Now they're similar, they're both going to be Class 3 receivers. They're both going to have the same weight ratings with a 525-pound tongue weight, which is the force going down on top of the receiver, and 3,500-pound gross towing capacity, which is how much they can pull behind them. And their clearances from the center of the hitch pin to the bumper is going to be the same at about 4.5 inches, and from the ground to the top inside of the receiving tube, they're going to be pretty close to the same, with 14 inches on our Draw-Tite and 13 3/4 inches on our CURT. It's almost no difference. So what that means to you is they're going to be able to haul the same accessories and perform basically the same. And now other than the appearance of their safety chain loops, they are both going to tuck up behind your bumper so you won't be able to see the cross tube. You'll really just be seeing this area here, just the receiving end. So in summary, when it comes to overall clearances, I'm going to have to give that to the CURT because it's only a 1/4 inch difference from the top inside edge of the receiver tube to the ground, but it does have that higher clearance of the safety chain loops, which can make that difference going uphill and especially in rough terrain. And when it comes to appearance, I'm also going to have to give that to the CURT. It's my personal preference, but I like the way the horizontal safety chains look on the vehicle. It just tucks up nicer, doesn't distract as much. And when it comes to additional features, I'm going to have to give that to the Draw-Tite. The option to be able to use a J-pin is really nice, especially if you have one laying around. You can just slap that in there and you'll get that feature right away. And when it comes to weight ratings, I'm going to have to give that to the Draw-Tite. Even though they are the same, it doesn't require a stabilization strap when hauling any non-trailer load. And that completes our look at the best hitch options for our...
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com and leave us a comment if you have any questions.